Welcome to the End of the Madness podcast, everybody.
What it is, everybody.
How's everybody
What
doing
it is,
today?
my mad family.
I'm here with my boys as always. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy Vizzy, JB Slaughter, and my boy Madman Chops.
Salute
You know what I'm
to the
saying?
real ones in the building.
I want to hear you guys, your opinion on whether you think life in general is based on, in your personal opinion, fate or free will. Anybody can take the stage.
Okay, so if we talking about fate, free will, that conversation can get very deep depending on the way you take it. Now, me personally, I ain't gonna take it there. I'ma just say, I do believe, as contradictory as it sounds, I believe in both.
Most people say that, and see, okay, okay.
So like, all right, look, I believe life is a 50-50 because of this. Fate, I feel like fate is, we all know that like we are destined for certain things, you know? Like I truly believe that about myself wholeheartedly. I know I am destined for certain things that happen to me in my lifetime just because of who I am. And I believe that's true for everybody else as well. And you know, so and when it comes to free will, I believe that we also have the power to control that, you know, because things are there for us to obtain. They're there for us to grab because it's meant for us. But we also have to put in that work to make it happen, to get there. So we have to have that free will to be able to say, no, this is what I'm going to do in order to get this, you know. So that's why I feel like they go hand in hand, you know. It's like I said.
Hold on on that. Okay, what do you guys think before I even get back into that?
I believe in kind of both, I guess you could say, but I believe mostly free will. Like you choose the lifestyle you live. You choose what to do. You choose anything really. Like nobody can stop you from doing what you want to do. So yeah, I believe in free will. I mean, faith does have a like somewhat a part of, because like, you know, it could be like something small like, oh, you were supposed to be here at this time but you didn't because you didn't go, and where you were supposed to be at there was a car accident, and you know like
There's a theory on that. I forget what that paradox is called, but yeah, it's like if
You leave the house, you forget a
Yeah.
water bottle, like
you
shit,
go
right
back to get
upstairs
it,
and
and that makes you miss a car accident. It's a whole theory on
it's
that.
like stuff like that, but at the end of the day you told yourself, oh, let me go get this real quick before I head out. So I guess it's like a mixture of both, but I really just believe it.
Okay, and what do you think, JB?
A lot like what these guys were saying. I just believe that like fate is part of like what is, you know, like no matter what you choose to do, like there's just that's just the outcome. There's only so many outcomes, which is infinite. I mean, but and for the time being, you know, choice that you're gonna make is already written, and based off of your, you know, like you said, your intention and everything, you know, that pretty much as your being. So like you know, the situations you're put in based off of your intention and everything pretty much goes to show the type of person you are. So I say you have free will in order to make the decision on what you're going to do. It could be something completely off the wall you wouldn't have never thought of, but it was just meant, it was like, that's just the point in time you got to for in your being who you are. That's the acknowledgement you came to.
Right. Okay. I definitely like all those answers.
What you do?
Yeah, I would say for me though, I think I'm straight up like a fate person. I totally believe in like all this stuff is like fated to be. It's not like I wanted you to give me, like going back to what you said, I wanted you to give me an example of what you thought a good combination of both would be, and then I'll tell you why I think it would be one or the other.
So look, all right, look. Prime example, and I thought of this as Mark was speaking. You know how all the time we always hear, you know, people are products of their environment, right? I feel like that is fate in a sense, because when you're born as, you know, project baby type shit, say your parents are both dope fiends and, you know, you don't got nobody around you 9 times out of 10, because of fate, because of where you live, how your environment is treated, the things that you are, put in front of as a child growing up, you're meant to turn out a certain way type shit. It's your fate to turn out this way, but you have the free will to change that. And it's crazy because like you may not see it, and so life just takes you down that road to meet your fate type shit.
So I think you believe in free will. I don't think you believe in fate. I think that's just free will right there. Because if you have the power to change your fate, then that's free will. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't have a fate. It's just free will. So for me, I believe in fate because I like to take it like, say, I know a lot of people are religious. I'm not really religious, but in the sense of like the creator aspect, you can just take it from, how we're 3-dimensional beings and all that. Say you go down to 2D, a comic book, for example, and I remember talking about this with you. So comic book, for example, like Spider-Man, we can see the story of Spider-Man from beginning to end, right? We can when we open up the first page, that's the beginning, but we don't have to wait. We can read through the book, but we don't have to wait for the end. We can, it's already there. It's already. Yeah. So does that person, but in the context of that story, of the comic book, Spider-Man does believe he has free will, right? Because he's going through those decisions in life, but we see that he really doesn't because your story's already finished. Yeah. Your fate's already decided. You know what I'm saying? So as much as he wants to think he has these free will to make his own decisions, if your story's already written, isn't that just fate? You know what I'm saying? And that's how I believe that we are like.
But that's a comic book.
That's what I'm saying. So take it to another level up. You believe in the creator, a creator, right? Like somebody who made us. Right. Somebody who's outside of the universe, basically. Right. The creator of the universe. Uh-huh. So to them, it would almost be like I have to take it back to something that people can understand. Like if you were to boot up a game of The Sims, right? You are the creator to them. Yeah, they are living their own lives, right? Like you can't really tell the Sims what to do. Like, well, you can like tell them to go to sleep and stuff, but like when they're talking on their own conversations, they're doing whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of just observing, even though
you're saying we're kind of being controlled in a way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A conversation could get deep.
I'm not saying we're being controlled. I'm saying your fate's already written. Like, say
my canon moment has happened already. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's more canon moments to come. Like, there's like. Your life basically in a sense to somebody else is already written out, but for you it's new experiences, so you feel as though you can do this and you can do that even though it might already be written for you.
I feel it.
Yeah, so I believe in fate.
So it was fate that brought us to this podcast.
Yeah, like I was telling JV, we're rappers, by the way. My boy's got a single coming out. If you don't know, listen to Into the Madness. There's an actual EP. You know what I'm saying? You better listen to that.
Where our boys spit fire.
So even on the sense of getting started with rap, like it wasn't an inherent idea for me to like, let me become a rapper. This is what I want to do. It was because we were hotboxing my sister's.
It was before that, bro. It was like you. Like,
well, I can tell you exactly when it was. It was when we were hotboxing my sister's car, and JV came through and he said, "Yo, I got this rap for y'all."
I have the video.
Yeah, and
I have the video.
And he was rapping that joint, and I was like, "Yo, like, hold on, like, we might actually be able to do this." You know what I'm saying? And that just progressed into to this right here, to where we're at right now.
Bullshit. Now it's that a whole snowball effect.
Now you can say like, "Oh, that's like." Free will. I had the free will to choose that, but I could have chose anything. I could chose to be a doctor. I could have chosen to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? But this is just kind of, what I gravitated towards.
It's like that moment made you like something.
Exactly,
in you
something clicked. A brain blast. Like Jimmy Neutron.
I definitely feel it. Though, I definitely feel it.
Said you could have chose, to be anything else, and I feel like that goes into.
But I didn't, like, because it was.
Yeah, you didn't, because you saw that you didn't want to do anything else. Like that was your choice, because you saw that this was what you like. This is what you could turn into a passion, and something that you could really prosper off of. I see.
But see, again, you're going back to yourself. I said it wasn't me. I said I looked at JB and got that idea. It wasn't because like something within me was
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you saw it. you know, something that it wasn't within you. You saw it out on the outside.
That's
You was
fate,
like,
brother.
and you was like, wow, that's tough. I could do that. I like that type shit.
Well, that's fate. That's what I mean. Like those.
But you also had
Like-
to choose to do that.
It wasn't.
Because I know there's a whole bunch of other things in your life that you like have a passion or a hobby for too.
But I think that's what fate is. Like you feel like you have the choice to do something, right? I feel like I could have done anything else, but yet here I am. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
There's-
that's
I have a
yeah. I
question
mean,
tied
that's
into that.
facts.
I have a question tied into that. So you're a faith guy, so like you don't necessarily at this point. I'm not sure if your mind's changed, but you don't want to be a father, right?
no, I do want to be a
Okay,
father.
I don't. I remember we were talking one time. I think you said
Yeah, I was. That's probably super young.
yeah, but as of right now, like do you think we're all destined to be to be fathers?
We don't know.
Okay.
That's what the thing is about fate. Like that's why the question of fate versus free will is such an interesting topic because we have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
We won't find out until it happens. But
Okay.
for somebody else, it might already be written. So it's not for us. We feel like we have that free will, and we might in our own right because our story isn't told to us yet. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, we don't know what the ending is, so it's new to us. We feel like we can,
So
but
We can't write our.
do you think it was fate for me and Mark to have kids when we did? Because we all said we wasn't gonna have kids until
Bro, but honestly,
Yeah.
that's kind
Okay.
of crazy that you brought that up because me, you, and Nick had kids at the
and
same
think about
time.
the way you had your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like think about that. It's not like it just happened to you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just it literally just happened to you. Fate
Yeah, that's
just said, "Hey," and also think about maybe where you were at the time mentally. Like, you know, we were on that bachelor life. Boom.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Hey, maybe it's time to slow down." Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just it depends on how you look at it.
Hey,
you know?
man.
That's
yeah.
it could go either way. Like I see the argument for free will most definitely, but like for me, it just things happen too in sync to
Yeah.
just say like, all right, like
That's-
this is like
I have a hard time just going and saying things are coincidences because so many things have just occurred out of just like straight out of the logic and out of what we would consider common sense, or you know, it's just the unexplainable presents itself in ways and these lessons that we learn from these are what keep humanity going.
Yep.
Because
for real.
you can't explain everything that's going on, but the
can't.
unexplainable, it really drives,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for what's to know.
The
Like Chops, if you think about it, and Deuce is bringing up good points about faith and stuff. Like, I still believe in what I said,
right.
but imagine if you weren't. Imagine if you weren't at that court that day when we met you. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Or we just kept walking.
yeah, we kept walking.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Like,
who talked to you first, but just imagine.
I think it was Bula.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
Rula.
because y'all was balling and he was like, "Hey, big man, you balling?" I was like, "Fuck it, yeah." He was like, "Bet I got big man. He looked nice." Like,
Yo, see? But hey,
See,
man.
like, and that's another thing. I was also talking to Flex, and he was like saying like it was the night at your crib yesterday or 2 days ago. He was just like, Mark, you know, you're the first person to talk to me, and he was like saying like, I started like talking to him, so then he started talking to us, and then then the story.
then the
story's
story
right-
gets
the
told.
story begins,
just like
man.
that.
It's just a bunch
And
of things.
somebody
Like,
flips the page.
like
Just like that.
another thing, like I remember walking to the pool one day when I was young, and I saw Nick, and I haven't talked to Nick. And this is when we were young. I think I haven't talked to Nick in about like 2 years, like prior to that, because I did kind of hang out with him real quick because of Jesse that used to live here, but I wasn't really close with him. And then I pulled up, and then I think Nick said what's up, or I said what's up, and then JB came out of nowhere, and I think I remember I saw JB as a kid before that, but I wasn't really talking to him like that. And then Nick was saying, "Yo, you need to come hang out with us." And I saw JB, and then I saw the old neighborhood over here, the old neighborhood right here, and then started hanging out with everybody, bro.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
I saw
man.
Deuce, and he made fun of me because of my
Yep.
forehead.
I was saying, my boy. Yeah, I remember the first time. Yeah, I remember
I wanted
my
to
boy
punch him
had
in the
that.
face. I went,
My boy had the square forehead, bro. Literally had the.
that's
I
funny.
thought that was hilarious, bro. I'd never seen somebody with the hairline like that. So that's,
Hey man,
Had a block.
And then a few years later, he took me to this barber, and the same thing happened.
Same thing happened, bro.
Same thing happened.
And then a few years after that, we found the One Piece. All right, that's the episode of the MadHouse podcast, y'all. If you like what we're doing, please like,
Thank you guys for
subscribe,
watching.
Comment.
share.
Yes.
with
Let
your
us know. Let us
friends.
know what you
All
think.
of it.
Right, what do you think, bro? Leave
Yes.
that shit in the
Fate or
comments.
Free will,
Please
you
comment.
know.
Fate or
Good
free will.
topic.
Please
Do
comment.
you think you paved the way, or do you think it's already written?
Hey, we'll see y'all next time.
I need 6 figures for I'm 25. 7 for I reach 30. Swear niggas love getting by, but hate getting their hands dirty.